Hey, what's up guys, it's Bridgette. So today we'll be doing a full face get ready with me, answering your questions and trying out the new Naked Cherry palette by Urban Decay. So let's get into it. Alright guys, as always, all makeup on this channel is cruelty free, and so is everything I will be using today. So special shout out goes to Strawberry Megs and Pam's Rockin' for the coffee. Thank you guys so much, and let's jump into the video, because we don't need that much of an intro for a get ready with me video. And I'm tired of looking like this. So we are going to use the Urban Decay Naked Cherry today. I'm also going to answer your questions that I put on Instagram, like, ask me something, because I've been asked for a Q&A, and I have never done like one of those ask me question things on Instagram. So I want to see how it worked, and it was very different than I thought. I thought they would get like DMs for the questions, and instead I got like my notifications blowing up from it. So that was kind of cool, a little bit different than I expected. I'm going to go ahead and prime with the Becca First Light Priming Filter, because I've been using this a ton. I hate that it shoots out sometimes though, like there's some down here, there's some on my finger. Okay, so let's start with the first question. I wrote down like a summary of the questions, so I will leave the actual question on the screen. This first question is, where do you get your inspiration for your videos? Honestly, I don't know. I have really bad insomnia, so a lot of the times I will just think of something while I'm laying in bed, not being able to sleep, or I'll think of a topic about makeup or something that I feel like needs a little bit more attention, like underrated products, products that are like this themed or something. And then I do a lot of favorites videos, because I feel like I try a lot of products. Like anything I receive, I'm going to try. Anything I buy, I'm going to try. I don't see getting makeup and then never using it, you know? Like I have tons of things that I need to use more, but most things I've at least tried. For foundation day, I'm going to go to the Il Makiage 010 foundation on a Real Techniques sponge. The next question we have is, do you ever miss your family? Me and my family had a falling out too, and I miss them sometimes. No. I feel like I put up a hard shell and I don't miss anyone. However, there is certain things that I feel like I missed out on right now in my life, as like just went through like a serious breakup and I can't move out because I don't have any like, you know, like some families will help you during hard times and stuff. I don't have that. And I gotta be a real adult without any help and fund my own way out of my situations. But I feel like a lot of people my age, like early 20s, have help if they get in a bad situation, and I don't have that, so it does kind of suck. Also, I still know that if anything was to happen to me, everything would go to Daniel, which I don't have an issue with because he's been the most amazing person ever. But like, you know, if anything happened to me, he would be in charge of paying for my funeral or anything, you know? So it feels kind of crappy on my part to put everything on that. But no, I don't miss anyone as a whole, because I feel like they would still, I feel like things wouldn't be different, they would just be worse. Honestly, I have been noticing lately though, as a person, I feel so much happier. Like, I did not have the confidence growing up or anything to really speak up for myself. Sure, I'd be like a little bit rebellious with like music choices and stuff, but I never like was able to run away from the home and like do anything like that, like normal rebellious behavior. Because I was always just scared, and I don't know, I feel like I did not have the opportunity to be me growing up. I feel like I had the opportunity to listen and be told what to do, and I am so happy that like I have grown as a person where I have so much more self-confidence, and like if let's say I had to send like a really risky text to someone that was like really personal or something, I think I will be able to do it now, but back in the day I wouldn't be able to tell anyone anything. And I feel like I have a lot more confidence in myself, a lot better understanding of what I can do and what I can handle, instead of being told what to do. And I know, like, when you're a child, you're supposed to be, like, told what to do and stuff. But I feel so much freer to do whatever I want now. Like, that's kind of what being an adult means, and I hope this makes some kind of sense. But being able to make my own decisions, for my own opinions on stuff, is so liberating. And, honestly, some of the things I really liked as a teenager, I still really like now. Like, those small little escapes I had from everyday life. And, like, trying to face what I was dealing with, I still love so dearly. Like, there's not a day that goes by I don't sit there and listen to, like, Folie du X or From Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy. Like, little things like that seem like nothing, just listening to an album, make me so happy because I don't have to listen to anyone judging me about listening to something. Like, the freedom. It's just the freedom, man. I don't know. So, I just feel like I did a really bad job of explaining that. I just feel so much more confident with myself. I don't need to miss anybody. Yes, financially, it would be so much more of a help. Mentally, yeah, sure, maybe having people on your side would be helpful. But, like, I stayed up the other night really late working on, like, this tattoo design I wanted. And I was like, well, who gets this tattooed? And then I was like, you know what? I can if I want to. Adulthood. It's great. It's fantastic. And also, I feel like that whole segment of me doing my foundation right then is gonna be so chopped up because I feel like a lot of it made zero sense. Just know, no, I don't miss anyone. I wish I had some support. And being able to be my own person, make my own opinions, be my own human, like what I like without judgment, do whatever I want, go wherever I want, is the most liberating thing in the world. I mean, honestly, even being able to send a text and know that no one's going to go through my logs and read it is fantastic. You know? The next question is, what made me decide to start a YouTube channel? I feel like I answer this every Q&A, but it was a New Year's resolution to start a YouTube channel after, I had some really different experiences that I've seen, like, reviews online of products, especially because I feel like a lot of people have, at least on YouTube, like YouTubers and stuff, have oily or combination skin, and I have very dry skin, so I feel like a lot of products don't work the same, and I feel like it's a huge demographic of people who have been, not having the same experiences as a lot of channels. And I feel like it was a really good outlet for me to express myself, and it still is. Like, it's fantastic. Like, when I'm having a really bad mental day, I'll plan out, well, I guess when I'm having a really bad mental night, I'll sit there and try to think of a video for the next day, and then I film it and I feel so much better. Honestly, it's a great way for me to still be socially awkward going out in public and stuff, but, like, I have so much more confidence at home. Like, is that weird to have confidence in your own house? Let me put this in perspective. Before I lived with Daniel, I was so anxious about everything and so unhappy and stuff. I don't even know if this is the way to describe it, but I would not walk around my house without shoes on. At all. Not even, like, any time. Straight out of the shower, at least flip-flops. And I feel like that says something about how comfortable you are with your surroundings, that you wouldn't even walk around without shoes in your own home. So, yeah. I feel like this is a really great outlet, and, I'm happy to be here. I think a lot of people get the wrong impression that, like, people start YouTube channels to be famous or make money or something, but honestly, not really. I mean, I guess some people do, but for me, it was just a way to be heard, I guess. It didn't matter if it was 5 people watching or 100 people watching, like. And the second part to that question was, can you do more story times? And I don't know if y'all would want that, so I'll leave a poll up top. And if you guys want more story times, let me know. Maybe I can find some that aren't depressing, you know. I'll try to do some story times that aren't depressing, because I feel like even this video right now, kind of depressing, like kind of a Debbie Downer, and I don't want to be that. The next question is, what is my biggest makeup pet peeve? And they said theirs is the excessive under eye concealer. My biggest makeup pet peeve. I don't know. Oh, I really don't like ton of highlight at the end of the nose, like a radar beacon. I don't know if that's my biggest one, but seeing people just like in a video like lathering it on the tip of their nose, other than just like a dink, freaks me out a little bit, honestly. Especially people who say they don't like their nose and then they enhance it with this little beacon at the end. Like, I don't get that, but you know, whatever. Next question is something you always pick up at the drugstore. I don't even know the last time I went to a drugstore. Oh, I buy cotton rounds a lot. Mostly because after I wake up in the morning, sometimes my face has a little bit of oil, or like I feel like I might have dirt on the skin, so I'll just use a little bit of micellar water on a cotton round and wipe it off. So I buy a lot of cotton rounds. Yeah, but I stopped buying them from Dollar Tree because they get really frayed and weird. It's better just buy a cotton round or a cotton square from like CVS, you know? I'm gonna use the Lorac Pro Contour in this light shade on the Sigma F83 brush. The next question is 3 makeup items you can't live without. Now, I don't know if this means like types of makeup items or if it's about products per se. So 3 makeup related items that I can't live without is concealer, concealer, and concealer. No, kind of actually. That's not inaccurate. I feel like I have really dark circles even with concealer. Like, you can see that. That does not look good. If I had to pick 3 makeup items, they'd have to go well together, so I couldn't do like a lipstick, a false lash, and a concealer, could I? I would say the brow product, concealer, and false lashes. I'd make a way for false lashes to look good without mascara, I guess, but yeah. False lashes. Feels really insincere, but it's true. The next question is, how does it feel that people will use your reviews to determine what they will buy? And honestly, that's a little weird to think about. I don't think about it like that. I review products I'm interested in, and then I give my determination on the product. I don't think about it as like, people are gonna buy this if I give it a good review. I don't think about it like that. Like, it's not like that. I feel like I can give my thoughts on it, you can form an opinion on that, and then if you watch another review and someone has the same opinion, then, you know, you can probably trust it. I don't think about, like, this is going to determine whether or not someone buys a product. Like, I guess technically it could be seen as that, but I also don't think I'm, like, the end-all, be-all of makeup reviews. Like, everyone has their own personal opinion. There's certain things I hate people love. There's certain things I love that people hate. So, I don't know, I think it's weird that people would buy something based on my recommendation, I guess. But, I mean, I'm always going to keep it, like, completely real with you. I'm never going to lie about a product. So, I guess it's nice that people trust me on that aspect. But I don't know if people trust me on that aspect. Like, I don't know for sure if people buy off my recommendations or not. And if you do, thank you. I appreciate you for trusting me. And I hope that anything you buy off my recommendation you actually like. I'm going to take the Anastasia Glow Kit and this color and a little bit of this one. So, the next question. So the next question is, how do you deal with your depression, anxiety, and what is your next hair color? Next hair color, I don't know. I think I have to stay in the purple blue realm because they look good on me. It's because I have cool skin. These are kind of cooler colors. How do I deal with depression and anxiety? I don't know how I deal with it. I mean, I just survive, I guess. Some days are better than others. Like, today I'm fine. 2 days ago, I wasn't fine. Like, it's a day-to-day basis. It's always a struggle. I tend to film more when I'm not in the best mood, and I feel like that's not good for my video quality because you can kind of see, like, sometimes that I'm not 100% into it, but honestly, it relieves a lot of stress off of me. I feel like I'm actually accomplishing something instead of when I have really bad anxiety and I just kind of mope around. I feel like I'm not getting anything done, and since I have, like, boom, 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 I need to be working on something all the time. Filming works, especially if I'm filming like just like a 10-minute video, like a really short video, and then I can sit there and edit it and kind of relax. But you know, I don't know, I film when I'm feeling bad, and I probably shouldn't. I should film when I feel good, so I look more perky on camera. But I mean, the people who are 100% perky and alive on camera all the time, that's super fun and entertaining to watch. I do not have that personality, so I can't be like woo all the time, you know? So I don't want to come across as like fake, because if you see me like this being normal, and then in the next video I'm like, hey, what's up you guys, I love you so much, this is a fantastic day today, nothing's ever gonna be wrong, like that was a lot out of me right then. I don't have that personality. Like sometimes I'm really genuinely excited about products and stuff, and I get excited, but I'm not gonna be like over the top all the time, because that's just not real. So I feel like if I film when I'm depressed, it makes me have a little bit more of a push to be a little bit more joyous on camera. But I don't want to come off as fake, because I'm not, if I film when I'm only feeling good, that's not me 100% of the time. I'm not feeling great 100% of the time. So I don't have a reason or way to deal with depression and anxiety, really, except I don't sleep, which is not good for depression and anxiety, but however, it is a lot better for me to actually get some work done in the middle of the night, like film at 3 a.m. instead of laying in bed and not getting any sleep. So I don't know how I deal with it. I think everybody deals with it in the best way they can, and I just survive. So I don't know. This is another hair color question. A lot of these were hair color questions. So the next one is, what was your favorite hair color you've done? And since I've done so many, I really loved like the fuchsia pink. I loved it so much, but now when I watch videos from like the beginning of the year when I had fuchsia pink hair, it clashes against my skin tone. But honestly, I was living for that pink hair when I had it. I loved it so much. I still love it. Like my favorite thing about having fuchsia pink hair was like I would just look at the ends of my hair and it was this beautiful strawberry color. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. But now I look at those videos and it's like really harshly red against my very cool toned skin. So I don't know. I love it. I don't know if I can go back to it just because of like appearance sake, I guess. But then again, I've had green hair this month, so I don't know if appearances really matter. Alright, so now it is time to dip into the Naked Cherry palette. This is what it looks like. I'm not going to do a review in this video. Tomorrow's video will be a full review after I've done 3 looks and used every shade in the palette. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing with this palette today. You can kind of see the quality if you want to. So I want to start off and use this color of Caution right here, this kind of muted color, and kind of set the crease area. The next question I have is, what is my favorite song at the moment? Oh lordy, I don't know. I think it's Hey Look Ma, I Made It. Like, I love that song. Hey look ma, I made it. Do-do, do-do, do. It's just so good. It's my favorite song out of the new Panic album. And seeing it live was like a fucking dream. Brendan is such a talented person. Like, literally, I'd do anything for Brendan Urie. Let's not even begin to talk that road. Honestly, Brendan Urie is one of the most if not the most talented person on the planet, in my opinion. He is such a genuinely sweet human being. I love the ground he walks on. He's just great. And you think he has vocal range and stuff on like the records and stuff and recorded videos? He can go so high, so low. He can belt everything so much crazier in person than on the record. Like on the record you gotta be kind of contained and stuff, but in person he just goes for it, and everything hits so well. Like, he's so talented. I love him so much. And I've been loving him for like, sheesh, 14 years now? Fever You Can't Sweat Out came out in like 2004. Like, I'm starting to feel kind of old, but I love him dearly. So that's my obsession with Brendan Urie. If you don't know, now you know. Let's take the color of Bing, which is this pretty mauve-y color right here. I used this in yesterday's look too. It's just like really one of the only mauve-y colors in here that aren't a shimmer. I'm gonna take it on the outer corner, and we're gonna do a half cut crease today. We're gonna do a half cut crease because tomorrow I want to do a halo eye. And for my 3 look reviews, I've been doing like a really simple kind of smokier, easy all over the lid kind of look, a cut crease, and a halo eye, and I feel like I want to stick with that because it's 3 different styles of eyeshadow I think a lot of people use. So that's what we're gonna do today. Next question is, can you and Daniel make more videos together, please? I absolutely love filming with Daniel, but I get a lot of criticism for it, so I don't know when I'll film with him again. I love filming with him just because we're around each other 24 hours a day anyways, other than when he's at work. So, like, we have a really good repertoire. Like, I don't know. We have, like, a really good, we bounce off each other well, I think. And anytime I can't answer something, he can answer it for me. Anytime he can't answer something, I can answer it for him. Like, we know each other really well. And I like filming with him because it's nice actually seeing ourselves interact instead of, like, just interacting. Like, seeing yourselves on camera is something completely different than actually, like, living it and you seeing it from your side. So, I don't know. I enjoy filming with him, but I get a lot of crap for it. People think I'm exploiting him or something. I don't know. So I don't know if I can film with him again because I feel like I get in trouble when I film with him. But I love him so much. Like, we might not be together, but that doesn't mean we can't, like, have a good relationship. I want to deepen this shade up now with the color of Devilish. I don't know if just, like, my eyelid skin is really sensitive or not, but this brush kind of hurts me. It never normally does. So a lot of the questions I got is about Supreme Frost. I got a lot of questions about Supreme Frost by Jeffree Star. So first question I think I got the most is, like, will you be reviewing it? And that's yes. The next question I got is, which color do you think is going to work on pale skin tones? And I don't know. I don't know. It was really hard to see. Like, I guess they looked like they could work on different skin tones on his hand swatches and stuff, but the boxes look crazy, so I couldn't really tell, like, which one would actually work. I guess we're gonna figure out tomorrow when it launches. I'll pick one. I'm not gonna pick the green gold because gold is very hard to fit my skin tone. But yeah, maybe like the light pink one or like the snowball one. I'm not really sure, but I will pick one. I will review it for you guys. I'm a little bit burnt out right now about new products coming out. I'm gonna take the color of Hotspot and kind of blend this out. I love makeup, and I'm super excited, like, to have the Naked Cherry palette, to have the Gingerbread Spice palette, to get the Supreme Frost and try them out, but I'm so burnt out with, like, buying makeup. Like, is that weird to say? I love makeup. I was just going, and I love getting a deal, so I go on Poshmark, like, every night, and last night I was, like, looking through stuff. I was like, oh, that's a good deal. But I have so much makeup. Do I need any more makeup? And I've never been like that before. Like, I love makeup and I love having it. And sometimes when I'm sad, I'll just kind of look through my eyeshadow palette drawer and appreciate them, swatch a couple of them. I feel great. That's what I think it is, honestly. It's not that I don't like buying makeup. I do like buying makeup. I love the waiting for it to get here and stuff. It's the fact that if I buy something to review and then no one watches the review, I feel like maybe I should have bought this new thing instead and people would have watched this one, and then I, you know, like, there's just so much coming out. It's a little bit overwhelming sometimes. So let's go ahead and cut this crease out because I feel like I'm complaining about nothing. The last thing about Supreme Frost that I didn't answer is, what do I think about the formula? You guys know I'm not a fan of glitter highlighters, but it's not going to deter me from figuring out if the formula is good or not. So if the formula is good, we'll be good. Glitter for highlighters are not my thing. And I don't want to mess up the little imprinted star on the inside because it looks really cute. But, like, we'll try it. We'll see how it is. So let's cut this crease now with the color of Turn On, which is a silvery goldy kind of color. It's a really weird looking color. And I'm going to do the outer corner with this color of Drunk Dial. I'm going to go back into this Devilish shade and darken up the outer corner and blend that out because it looks kind of jumbled right now. Let's see what the next question is. The next question is favorite makeup release of 2018. Oh, good lord. Well, speaking of Jeffree Star products, I love Blood Sugar. The quality of that palette is out of this world. It's fantastic. No one can ever deny that is a good palette. It's just really bulky to store. I think my favorite release out of 2018, oh my gosh. There's so much. I really love the foundation from Colourpop. Pretty sure that's 2018, and I love it. I freaking love that foundation. I might not be wearing it today, but I do wear it a lot. The price point, $12, is fantastic. The shade range is good. A couple of the colors are kind of warm, but I feel like it's a really good foundation. It wears really well. And I have no complaints about it. It's beautiful. Oh, except I do want a cap still, but I don't think we're going to get it. I'm not super crazy about this look. Like, it just looks kind of dull, doesn't it? I don't know what's going on. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to take the color of Feels and a little bit of Devilish. So these two colors right here. The next question is, would I get another cat? And absolutely, I would love another cat. In fact, I would love another pet in general. Zatchel, the orange and white cat we have, is Daniel's cat. That cat loves him. And Azriel loves me, and Azriel's my baby. And a lot of questions are like, what's your favorite thing in the world? Azriel. I love her. But I would absolutely get another cat. Daniel actually came home from work this morning for a second to come and grab something, and he was like, what is wrong with you? Has your phone been on silent? I'm like, I was asleep. What is it? It's like 8:30 in the morning. And he was like, I've been trying to call you. This girl is selling Pomeranians for $300. And I was like, oh, what color are they? They're like, there's an all white one and there's brown ones. And I was like, I don't know if I want a brown one. I want the all white one. He's like, oh, the old white one's gone now. I'm like, oh, great. And I was like, I don't know if I want a brown Pomeranian. And then he showed me a picture of the parents, and it was like that golden honey yellow color. I was like, that's not brown. That's a golden one. I love it. I was like, that's a tan colored pom, and he made a tampon joke, which very immature, but yeah, I would love a dog. I want a corgi more than anything. I've also really wanted a Pomeranian forever, so I really was thinking I want one dog, which would be a corgi, and 2 cats, but now I'm thinking I would like a Pomeranian, a corgi, and a cat, but then I feel like Azriel would take advantage of these poor dogs and kick their butts, so I don't know. I'm gonna go put some mascara and lashes on now, and then we'll finish up this face. Alright guys, I am back. Yeah, my hair looks a mess all the time. We realize this. It's okay. Like, my hair is 0 volume. Do you guys have any tips for, styling your hair without heat? I'm really trying to avoid putting any heat on it. This is just how it air dries overnight, and I leave it. So if you have any tips for not heat, hairstyling that isn't like rollers, I would love to hear about it. Yeah. I still put heat protecting spray in my hair even if I let it air dry, but it's still just like, bleh. So I'm going to use the Sigma New Mod lipstick that I mentioned in monthly favorites because you guys wanted to see it. I have worn a video already, but I feel like it looks really good with this. So, the last question I have is, when do I plan to move? And, I kept saying all year I'm going to move in November, but, I don't know if I'll be able to do that. So, I don't know. I keep thinking, like, I want to move to Texas overall. I want to move to Texas, but for, like, right now, I would love to move to Raleigh, North Carolina. It's a beautiful city. I still love my home state, and once I put this lipstick on, I want to talk about that a little bit. Alright, so, I'm not crazy about how this lip looks. One thing I want to say is that I don't hate my state. And I don't hate being Southern, and I'm not ashamed to be Southern. Even though it feels weird for me to actually say that I'm Southern out loud. I oppress a Southern accent, except apparently when I get angry it comes out in full force, which is fine because you don't really think about controlling anything when you're angry. And I don't agree with a lot of the stuff I've seen through my childhood, through my life. A lot of bad people. There's a lot of bad people everywhere. There's a lot of not great things about living in the South. But there are also some really nice, genuine people. We have the best food. We have the best food in the world. I'm sorry, deal with it. We do. We have the best barbecue. We have such good food. We have such good food. Sweet tea, cornbread, fried okra, like the whole 9 yards. Hush puppies, like, ooh, don't even get me started. And there's a lot of bad things that happen in the South, but I'm not ashamed to be Southern. I absolutely love my state. Is it ideal? No. I would love to live in Texas or Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh, North Carolina is a city, but it's not like a big town city like New York or something. Or everybody says YouTubers should live in Los Angeles, and I agree, it gives you the best opportunities. Like, honestly, you can go to all the event parties you can go to, get PR sent to your house the same day as, like, pre-launch. Like, you have a lot of great opportunities if you live in LA. but I don't think I could do it for the culture shock aspect, and I actually don't think I would be able to live in a huge city. I've said forever, my entire life, I'm gonna be an adult and I'm gonna go move to a city and it's gonna be great and it's not gonna be that same southern crap I deal with my entire life. And honestly, I don't think I can do it now. I feel like there's a lot of crap people, there's a lot of bad things, there's a lot of negativity down here. But there's also a lot of great people, and we have great food, and there's there's not much to do in North Carolina, let's be real. But it's such a beautiful state, and it's a great place to live. Like, honestly, there are some negativities, and you can avoid certain people if you, are an adult and stuff. But honestly, we have everything from mountains to beaches to regular plain lands. We have so much in our state, and absolutely love North Carolina to death, and I'm not ashamed to live here. But I think once you escape, like I did, a lot of the bad stuff, North Carolina is beautiful, and I love it, and I do oppress my southern accent. I'm not going to stop doing it, but yeah, if my southern accent comes out anymore, I've decided I'm going to stop cutting it out, because sometimes I'll say a sentence, and you guys think I'm just talking, but I have cut out, a sentence where I said something really southernly, you know? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I think one thing I want you guys to take away from this video is, no matter what you've dealt with in your life, you don't have to be the same person. No matter where you live, you don't have to be exactly like everybody else. No matter how depressed or anxious you get, it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. And honestly, I love you guys so, so much. If you made it to the end of this video, I love you so dearly. Thank you for listening to me rant and ramble and complain for however long this video is. I love you so much. And please just be yourself no matter what you do. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.